Well, the Minnesota Pollution Control Agency has partnered with volunteers across the state on a complex research project that relies on a simple data collection method: pine needles.
In Northern News Now, Sophia Lauber joins us live from out in Duluth, where she learned more about the first of its kind study today. Sophia, why pine needles?
Dan and Laura, the Minnesota Pollution Control Agency has been studying PFAS, or forever chemicals, for roughly 2 decades. But scientists tell me there's a gap in the data. Turns out pine needles could be the key to filling it in. Volunteer Andrea Velick spent just 15 minutes out in her neighborhood collecting pine needles. But it's time that will make a big difference in the Minnesota Pollution Control Agency's newest PFAS study.
I think it's really great that trees can tell us what's going on with the health of the air we're breathing.
PFAS, also known as forever chemicals, have made their way from industrial and household products into water, soil, and air. Research suggests they're toxic to humans. But MPCA scientist Summer Streets says there are still many unknowns.
We don't have a ton of air data for PFAS, and a big part of that is just how expensive and logistically complicated it is to get air samples using sort of traditional methods.
Streets was thrilled to learn about a study conducted at a university in North Carolina using a collection method that's been growing in the Northland, in front of our eyes all along.
We are using pine needles as kind of like passive air samplers because they have a waxy coating on them that contaminants in air can just sort of stick to.
Now, in partnership with volunteers across the state, the MPCA is collecting samples from coniferous trees in all 87 counties, making it the biggest study yet of its kind. Researchers and volunteers hoping it leads to a greater understanding of PFAS and ultimately healthier air.
I think the more we can understand about this, the more we can do to improve where improvements are needed.
The study is being funded by proceeds from the Minnesota State Lottery. Because of all the analysis that now needs to be done, results aren't expected until 2027 at the earliest. Live in Duluth, Sophia Lauber, Northern News Now.